Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What up, G and Gets? It's your boy Dutch Master, Drunken Master, talking about 101 ways to get better in rec. Today we're talking about the number one way is a mic. The mic has to be the number one way to improve your game in the rec, and I'm just going to speak on a couple issues why you should have the mic on. Really just two, maybe three. You know, one is the communication, two is the chemistry, and then the culture. I'm going to go through these three topics and a couple examples. I could go on for a minute, but we're just going to touch on a couple issues here on why, on how the mic can help you, help your game, help you get wins in the rec. In the background we have one of my gameplays. It's not spectacular. This is no steezer, no writing, cheesing. You know, all I do is hoop. Never played organized sports, don't run plays, never had a coach, but you know, I stayed at the park. You know, I love the game. I've watched it a long time, I played it anytime I can, and again, I get my fix through this game. But we're talking about the mic, how the mic can help you in rec. So let's talk about communication. If you've ever played basketball in real life, then you know that you have never played a basketball game where no words was transferred, even if you're playing one-on-one. And we'll get back to that one-on-one situation in a minute. Communication is huge. Now, to be upfront and transparent, 100, however you say it, I'm one of those guys that I'll talk the whole game even though nobody's talking. Low mic, but just talking for no reason. Talking about the game, I'll threaten the refs. Nobody else in the game talking about for 4 quarters. I'm the only one talking. Communication is huge. Now, being that I'm the point guard, you see me up top, and just noticing the gameplay, you'll see my mic firing off, and I'm just talking. I might say, yo, dude's open in the corner. It's a good reason to have your mic open. You know, even as a point guard, I don't have the ball, but I might say, hey, hash was open. Gotta make sure you hit that. Or another thing I would say, even if nobody else is talking, it's a good shot. What I like to do is, especially, and I'm kind of hitting a lot of off the ball topics here, is the way I tell people I'm open. I'm not like, yo, you're blind, or you're blind. Nah, that's not what we're doing here. I'm simply saying left hash, corner, up top. You know, when I say things like that to my teammates, like, I feel like you have no choice but to look at the corner or the hash, and whether that's me or anybody, any one of our teammates, the reflex should be the pass to that person that's open. So, you know, without a mic, you can't communicate these things to your teammates. And even though they're not talking, some of them have headsets and just do not feel like talking because they do not want to run into any drama. Or they can hear you through the headset, or through the TV, excuse me. Yeah. So, you know, I try to talk to my teammates, and I've been playing 2K for a while, and I feel like anytime I communicate with my teammates, whether they're on the mic communicating back or not, there's a higher chance of a victory for me. That's just me. And I'll get into some neat stuff here. As a point guard, another good thing that I like to do. I don't do enough. Don't get me wrong, I'm not the perfect point guard here. Because I have a full-time job. I don't do this every day. But again, I love the sport. So some stuff comes natural to me, but some stuff don't. And one good thing I feel like I like to do, what I would like to do more, is call out my passes. Before, I'm trying to cook up, hit me left, right, step back, whatever it is. I would say, center, I'm coming to you. Point guard, I'm coming to you. Like, I see it developing. Like, I see you cutting. I see you about to be open. I see you are open, or I see you're kind of tight, but you're really open. But I'm going to let you know that I'm going to pass it to you, so be ready to shoot. And I feel like I have some good success with that as well. Once you tell the person that the ball is coming to them, then they're ready. Another thing along those lines I would tell my team is be ready, because I don't know if it's in this gameplay here, but you're definitely going to see it. Like, I get rid of the ball really fast, and a lot of the times people don't expect a pass that quick. They're ready for 5 out and pick and roll, and before you know it, I'm like, hit me. So usually after like 1 or 2, especially after the first guy or the second guy, I'm like, yo, be ready, man. Keep your head on the swivel. You're not gonna know when you get the ball. I'm looking for you, things along those lines. And depending on the IQ of my team and their experience with run and gun, they're ready. By the second, third quarter, usually, again, because I'm going to keep hitting you, like, be ready, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit. I'm not going to be derogatory or anything like that, but I'm going to just be like, yo, be ready. I seen the hesitation, just be ready to shoot it. Like, if you call yourself a shooter, if you can hit that shot, just shoot it. That hesitation is a big downfall for being successful, and, I'll talk about that in another episode later. Like, I got 101 tips, man. I promise you. Today we only talk about the mic. So, what else we can talk about the mic? Talked about position. I think another way the mic can help you, which people don't realize, and I am seeing this a lot more in 24. I don't think I've ever seen it in 23, honestly, but and I just think that in 24, since it became crossplay, there's this big Xbox, PlayStation drama going on, where you want to bash the other console. I think part of that bashing is a little bit of pride, where before nobody got on the microphone, right? It was like, it's just the 2K community, we don't do that. And within the community, it was like, yeah, but every other game is like, that's weird, you get in the lobby, you chat with your team, it's just normal. We doing something that's not normal. So with the crossplay, I feel like since Xbox and PlayStation is battling, once each side is looking at the other side like, I'm not going to be the weirdo that's not going to get on the mic. Xbox people don't get on the mic. Like PlayStation dudes never get on the mic. So I feel like it's a little under the scene backlash with the mic usage. But what I've seen a lot this year, and I rarely run into this, but if I do, I'm open. I'll say, hey, I need to switch. This dude is cooking. Like, can anybody else help? Like, the dude that's in the background is not a lock. I'm pretty sure that's my Derrick Rose bill. He's not a lock. Got like a 70-something perimeter D and probably a 50 or something interior D, 44 steel, like not a lot. So when I run up against a demigod, it'll be problems. And if I have to, I'll say, can somebody switch? But I know 9 times out of 10, even though I'm getting cooked, they will cook any one of my teammates even worse. There have been occasions where people helped. It might have been a 6'8" or a 6'6" shooting guard, a small forward that switched with me and was able to slow him down a little bit. But I say all that to say, when you're on the mic, you can ask for help, or you can ask if your teammate needs help. This happens more likely than not with me, and I'm screaming on the games. I'm not making up stuff here. I scream all my wins, all my losses, all the conversations. If I'm my point guard and my shoot guard's getting cooked, let's switch. My pass is pretty low, so a lot of the times they'll put me up to 2. And if my point guard's getting cooked, I'm like, yo, wink if you need help. Let's switch. And we switch and end up with a W. So having a mic to say when you need help or ask your teammates if they need help. I need help with this pick and roll. You need that mic. This is stuff that will increase your win percentage in rec, whether your teammates are communicating with you or not. Like, these conversations are happening with 1 person on the mic with me, 2, 0. There's rarely where it's 5 of us talking. Like, I'm just talking by myself and pulling this stuff off. 2 or 3 people, by the 3rd or 4th quarter, they pick up what I'm saying and they realize I'm not just talking slow and not talking, not talking nonsense. I'm not trying to harm them or verbally abuse them. They'll get on the mic, 2nd, 3rd quarter. A lot of these people they run into some traumatizing experiences, to say the least, on 2K. And I'll get into that later. And there's a part of this mic, and my mic topics addresses that for sure. The next thing I want to kind of hit on, and this is getting pretty long, so I'm going to shut it up. I might redo these in the future depending on the feedback I get. I can make the visuals better and the content better, absolutely. But let's talk about chemistry. Like, chemistry is huge, and the way I like to look at it, when I see a teammate struggle, miss a shot, like this could be somebody's kid, somebody's wife, mom, grandma, like, I'm not finna go in on this person because they missed shots on 2K. My immediate knee-jerk reaction is to encourage them. Like, if they took a jump shot, they're a shooter. So, maybe I need to catch them when they're wide open. I'm gonna need them to win. I'm not gonna score 101 points by myself. So, chemistry. Just to recap where we're at here. We're talking about chemistry. Why the mic is going to help you increase your win percentage, because you're increasing the chemistry with your team. When they take shots, you got to say, good shot. If it's a good shot. People take bad shots. Contested shots are not bad shots, but you know what a bad shot is. You took 5, 6, 7, 8 of them in a row. Getting into trolling, that's bad. Too many games I've played with people that missed their first 2, 3, 4 shots, 6 shots, and I tell them, keep shooting, I'm coming back to you, so I ain't even worry about it. Just step in if you have to, make sure your timing's good, because I'm coming again. And we had to win the game, because that person catches fire in the 3rd or the 4th or overtime. just because, you know, I kept feeding them and I fed into that chemistry. It's just huge to lift players. I like to check players. So y'all know. Somebody's gonna come on there, wants to jump on the mic and immediately talk about illegal because you didn't pass him the ball, or you missed a shot, or your matchup scored. A lot of the times, you know, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Sometimes it's just a matter of saying anything. You know, these people are basically bullies. They might be slow, or it might be another category we can put them in, but I like to tell them to calm down, take a breath, you know, like, yo, stop it. Because again, this could be somebody's kid, wife, grandma. Like, stop it. You know, this is basketball. Like, we're playing as a team. It ain't that serious. You know, we're 5 seconds into the game, you're complaining. You know, you can use that mic for good, like a superhero. Like, you know, you gotta be crafty with it though. You gotta kind of know what you're doing. At any point in the conversation, you can definitely need them to stop it. So know that you have that, but you know, stand up when somebody's being racist or biased or just being an idiot. And there's a lot of times where, you know, I talk to these dudes and they change, you know, that's just how they communicate on a day-to-day basis with their homies or family or whatever. Like, just gotta let them know that ain't okay. There's no way I'm gonna pass you the ball when you calling me out my name. That just ain't gonna work for me. And that dude turned around, you know, he might have stopped calling me out of my name, but you know, he's still a mad rapper over there saying shit, but he played within the system, and you know, we make it to the end of the game without a fat argument and trolling and quitting and calling out the timeouts, so mics can kind of deter that, because we all have been in a game where nobody's on the mic and that dude comes on ranting, calls all the timeouts, protests, and quit. So I mean, rather than having watched that whole scenario play out, worst case scenario, you can try your best to de-escalate the situation, and you know, depending on your experience in life, your tongue, there's numerous ways to do that depending on what was said and the reality of the situation, how egregious the act was, blah 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 blah. But usually I give my teammates all the rope, because some people love that mic. They don't play unless they're talking that crap. You know, 2K needs to make it so we can talk to the other team in rec. I think that would solve a lot of issues with other teams, because you know, it's a lot of testosterone going, and you know, you just want to talk that shit. And some people play better talking that shit, for sure. Absolutely, 100%. So 2K needs to give the rep community an outlet. You know, at least let us talk to the other team so we can talk back to them. But then again, they'll hear our plays, so I can see the trade-off there. But you know, get on the mic and de-escalate bullies. As a point guard, I have to deal with it all the time. Again, y'all want the ball. Everybody wants the ball. And me as the point guard, you know, 2, 3 out of 4 games, somebody's getting on the mic saying, hey, you know, point guard don't like me, or you ain't messing with me, or you know, I'm open over here, or are you blind? So, you know, it'll escalate, and I am I tend to pass pretty quick. I make sure everybody touches the ball. There are some games where I should have got the center more, or point guard, shooting guard more, or small point. I should have got the ball more to a particular player. But if you're playing on my team, guarantee you're touching the ball 5, 12, 15, 20 times a game, like making sure everybody is touching the ball. And usually most of my losses is because of that. There's some people that should not be touching the ball, especially in certain parts of the court, but I don't care. It's like, this is rec. This is like YMCA at the park. We're just clowning, like we're just playing, and we want to get this dub, don't get me wrong, but if I have somebody's daughter on my team, or somebody that's physically handicapped, like, you're getting shots, bro. Like, we out here hooping, we're all just getting sweat out. You're getting shots, bro. You're dining you up. Like, be ready. Like, that's how I look at this. So yeah, have your mic, combat these bullies, and that brings me to my last point. Why having the mic is the #1 way to increase your winning percentage in 2K. This is actually I cherry picked a pretty good game. I just looking through my history. I'm going to be editing these, but I normally shoot 12 shots a game on average. I'm noticing I'm not a heavy shooter. I'm trying to feed the team, and a lot of those shots, 75% of those shots will come in the fourth quarter. So whether we up, down, or close, after 3 quarters of feeding my team, it's like the rope-a-dope. I feel like the other team feel like I don't have anything, and that's when I'm going to get my best opportunities. That's when I'm going to start shooting. Ping, ping, shoot. Then I'm going to the whole, bang. So it's 4th quarter here. Let's see what I do. Let's see what I do. I don't pick and roll, boy. I don't do picks and roll. It's just like, when I play my career, almost every play is a pick and roll, which is the crazy part. Every play. That's how I get off the AI. But in rec, it's like invisible to me. Like, I cannot see it. Like, I just cannot see it. That is one of the problems with my game. I missed the guy up top. See him now. Still gonna give it to him. Gave it to him there. What are we gonna do? He gave it up. AI buckets. Ooh, I missed that one. Okay. Back to this mic thing. My last point is for the culture. I kind of hit it on this a little bit with a couple topics, but I feel like we should get on the mic to kind of change the culture. Every other game is pretty normal to get on the mic and talk. We know that there's people that are idiots. We deal with the idiots and move on. We have them functions and just mute them at any point. As soon as you hear it, you don't like their tone, go ahead and mute it. But I do feel like having the mic on it's becoming more frequent and is a welcome change to the NBA community. When I get on, and all I play with is randoms. Like, even if we put up 200 points, which will happen, let's say 100 points, right? 99.9% of the time, I'm gonna get out of that lobby and go with a fresh 4 randoms for good luck, or just GP, just how I roll. Like, I just feel like running it back never works. I tried it a couple times. we run. There's been a couple times where we ran, 2, 3, 4, 5 games off in a row, which is awesome. I do plan to do that a little bit more, I guess. I take that back. But I said it because generally the knee-jerk reaction is after a win, I get out and go get 4, take a break. It's usually the big reason. Shake a leg, then come back and get 4 randoms. I do feel like there's a little bit of good luck too, get a fresh lobby and blah, 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 blah. Another part of it is I would like to play against the people around me. So if we lost, play against them, but especially if we won. I'm feeding these guys, so to go up against them and then beat them, it kind of shows, there's a reason why we won. That's the goal. But, get on the mic more often to change the culture. When you get on the mic, sometimes, if you're new, you get on the mic and say, hey, I'm new. I just started this game. Your teammates, I will take it on you, understand what you're doing, and might usually in turn coach you or encourage you to take the next shot because you're new and you don't do this. If you're just off, you're just off. Get on the mic and communicate. Like, nothing really bad can happen. If you get somebody that's an idiot, we at this point have a culture to where the majority of people are toxic. And I know from my experience, because I play this game all the time, is that the majority of people are not toxic. I would say there's a huge community of people that are just weak. They don't want to lose. So if they go down by 2, 4, 10, the tie score, they quit. Like, for real, like, they down by 10, it's a wrap. They're out of here. They're not going to try to figure out a way to fight or continue to fight. And I'll talk about that at another time, but I want to change the culture of this No Mic community because I feel like there's a lot more people out here just want to have fun, just want to hoop, just want to kind of do some special moves on here, or have some highlight plays and not be terrorized, or come out with low self-esteem type shit, because so these boys be trying to cut you deep sometimes with the words, and that's usually not the case. Granted, you can run into that on the court. You try rolling up to a random track and end up, it's prime time shit talkers on the court. You might run into some serious shit. They made movies about it, right? They made leagues about it, mixtapes about it. But 9 times out of 10, you can go to any, 9 times out of 10, you can go to any court and just kind of run. And as soon as you start running, people will gauge your capabilities. If you're older and you're kind of limping along, you're good. If you're just kind of athletic and not shooting, you're good. If you want to be an all-star, go for it. Like that's what the rec is to me. But communication and acceptance and just good old-fashioned shit talking works. I'm not talking about being mute, having to be kind all the time. There's definitely limits though. I never want to bring down my teammates usually, just because some people are fragile, to be honest. So I'm kind of always looking around. I got kids, a wife, you know, I'm protective, you know. I'm finding new shit. You know what I mean? But it definitely should not prevent somebody from playing the game. You know, learning. A lot, you know, there's a lot to the game. I don't know any textbook stuff, but there's a lot of non-verbal things to the game that people should know and they can get to know. You know, I got a lot of homies that play different sports, whether it be soccer, football, hockey, baseball, you know, getting them to play basketball. There's a lot of nuances that they would have to learn. But being that they're in the sports, you could tell them, you know, they, you know, once you're able to kind of relay it to like sitting on the pitch or stick skills, you know, being able to, you know, control a hockey puck versus, you know, handles and pacing, those stuff transfer. But yeah, like, it's the number one way to make your game better in 2K. 2K last year, 2K this year, 2K next year. Just get on the mic. You don't have to talk a lot, because there's sometimes I don't get on the mic, especially since I'm starting to do this YouTube stuff where I just don't feel like talking. But you'd be surprised at what happens if you do get on the mic. I am going to be releasing 101 of these tips. This is just the first one. So, like and subscribe. Be on the lookout for the next one. I'm not sure what the next one is yet, but if you check my live streams, I have a little scroll on the bottom of those games of tips. 1, 2 words. And I'm going to go into detail on each one of those tips. So, stay tuned for that. Hope y'all enjoyed that game in the background. Overtime win. 37. Look at that assist. Ouch. Till next time.